Hey guys, welcome to Anime Ball Z, and today we're going to be doing the third part of What If Naruto was half Uzumaki, half Uchiha. Don't forget to subscribe and like for better videos and more videos of What If Naruto was half Uchiha, half Uzumaki. Enjoy the video. Now Naruto has completed his full Sharingan. Now he has 3 tomes in his Sharingan, and he has a lot more control over the Nine Tails. He can take chakra at will now, with just a very minimal amount of it. And now they are doing the chunin exams. Now let's get into the first phase. The first phase contains 9 questions that both Sasuke and Naruto are struggling to do. They can't even do one question, but Sakura is doing all of them and she's finished. Naruto activates his Sharingan and copies Sakura's words in the exam, and Sasuke does the same, and they all finish the first 9 questions with ease. They are very confident since people are still doing it, and they wait for the 10th question to be announced. Ibiki Morino, the proctor of this exam, then reveals the 10th question, but he says just before the 10th question if you would like to leave to forfeit your whole team or stay for the 10th question. They all stay since they are very confident in getting full marks on the questions so far, hopefully, and they all pass the 10th question, so they are very happy that they get past in the second stage. The second phase will be in the Forest of Death, as the normal series put it in. So each team either gets a Heaven or Earth scroll, and when they finish and reach the end, they have to have both of the scrolls, which means they have to fight a team to be able to get to the next stage. Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura aren't too bothered about this since they are much stronger than they used to be, and they think they are one of the strongest teams in this whole exam. So now they are out in the Forest of Death trying to find the other scroll to be able to get to the next stage, but quickly they are encountered by Orochimaru. Naruto instantly creates multiple shadow clones and activates his Sharingan and jumps into different branches to confuse Orochimaru, but this does not confuse him at all as he easily disposes of all the clones that he has created, and Sasuke is scared, very scared. Naruto jumps from a branch and tries to punch Orochimaru, but Orochimaru easily dodges this punch and kicks him back into a tree as he unlocks his Nine-Tails chakra. He tries to perform the 5-element seal on Naruto, not knowing that he has the Sharingan instead of the Nine-Tails eyes because they do look similar from far away. So, Naruto knows this is coming and he dodges this attack seal. Naruto successfully keeps his Nine-Tails chakra intact and goes for Orochimaru again. Orochimaru then disappears and creates a huge snake that Naruto is easily able to dispose of and kill. Orochimaru is actually surprised that Naruto is able to do this, and Sasuke is cowering away in some branch in a tree. Naruto then throws a kunai to confuse Orochimaru and think that he's there, but Orochimaru is not going to get confused so easily, and Naruto gets caught and slammed into the ground. Orochimaru is only really looking for Sasuke, and he finds him in a tree trying to run away. He quickly catches up with Sasuke and drops into the ground. He's only really here to test Sasuke's abilities because he knows he will come to him for strength when he's trying to destroy his brother Itachi Uchiha. He then quickly gives him the curse mark and quickly leaves the scene. Naruto, however, is not going to go down so quickly and he chases him down, but obviously he just ends up making himself more tired as Orochimaru just completely disappears in his field of view. Naruto lets go of his Sharingan and his Nine-Tails chakra and finds Sasuke unconscious, and it looks like he was in great pain just then because he heard him screaming as he was going for Orochimaru, and he sees his seal in his neck. They don't know that the Konoha Crush is about to commence, and Orochimaru sends Team Dosu over there to get their scroll. Dosu, Zaku and Kin arrive and Naruto is not very happy. He activates his Sharingan and Nine-Tails Chakra immediately. Sakura and Naruto both gang up on Dosu and they end up making him so injured he can't even use any of his techniques and he can only use taijutsu. And Naruto is much more technical when it comes to taijutsu and he's much better at it as well. Dosu, however, is not going to go down so easily and he isn't even that injured from it. He's just using taijutsu to keep himself safe for the next stage. Naruto isn't actually doing that much damage until Team 10 arrive, Rock Lee, Neji and Tenten. This time Rock Lee reveals only the first gate and he performs extremely technical and excellent taijutsu on Kintsuchi and Zaku. Then Tenten and Sakura completely dominate on Kintsuchi and Sakura is mostly just doing the work and Tenten is pretending to do something. She isn't really that strong anyway. So they manage to defeat Team Dosu and they proceed to the next stage. They get their scroll obviously and they are very surprised at how strong they have become because they thought that this would become a challenge, but Naruto actually can easily take on Dosu with the Sharingan and Nine-Tails Chakra. Then Sasuke awakes and he has the curse mark. He runs straight to Zaku and kicks him in the stomach and slams him onto the ground and dislocates both his arms this time, just to cause him pain. Sakura is very sad from this and is crying and she goes to hug Sasuke and the curse mark gets back into control and Sasuke doesn't even know what he's done. So they pass the test and they have to do preliminaries since that too many people managed to pass this test and the first match is Yoroi versus Sasuke. Sasuke is informed by Kakashi that he is unable to use ninjutsu or anything using chakra and he is restricted to taijutsu because of the curse that Orochimaru gave him. If he uses chakra attacks then this curse will go out of control. Yoroi runs up to Sasuke and punches him in the stomach and slams him to the ground and performs his chakra absorption technique. Sasuke is left for dead at this point and people think he's already lost, but he stands and he remembers the attack that Rock Lee did, the front lotus, and he does his very own flying combo. Rock Lee notices that this attack is very close to his and informed that Sasuke must have used his Sharingan and copied his attack. And Yoroi is left knocked out and Sasuke wins his match. Just to inform you, we'll only be doing the matches with fighters from the Hidden Leaf Village, which is most of the battles but not all. So if you don't see all of them, that's because it won't have a Hidden Leaf Village fighter in the fight. So the second match that we will be talking about is with Zaku from the Hidden Sound Village and Shino from the Hidden Leaf Village. Shino knows that these insects would be able to do some damage to Zaku, and Zaku doesn't really take much knowledge of this and thinks that they're just little insects that he can just kill with no difficulty. Now Shino sends his insects to swarm Zaku's equipment and to just leave him for dead. And Zaku doesn't take any knowledge of this and just tries to use his unidirectional technique, but they have blocked his equipment and now he can't do it. After this, Shino just ends up winning the fight because Zaku can't do anything to defend himself and he is much weaker from the fight that he had in the Forest of Death. The next match is Ino versus Sakura. This time they are not equal and Sakura is more than double as strong as Ino. Sakura throws a kunai at Ino and jumps straight to her and punches her in the face, sending her flying backwards. Everyone is surprised at Sakura's strength now. Sakura then disappears in Ino's field of view and appears behind her and kicks her into the air and slams her into the ground once more. Ino then jumps back and tries to perform the shadow possession technique, but Sakura just dodges it and punches her in the stomach and throws her away into the air, and she just falls on the ground and she is in very much pain. Ino is now very angry and she runs straight to Sakura and tries to hurt her, but she isn't making any progress with her attacks, and Sakura is just smiling as she's dodging her punches and kicks. Then Ino goes in for a strong right punch, but then Sakura dodges to the right and then she lands a perfect right kick that sends her into the wall and knocks her out. Sakura is the winner. The next match is Tenten versus Tamari. Tamari just is a molly-whopping Tenten with no difficulty whatsoever. Tamari just runs up straight to Tenten and kicks her straight in the face and punches her up in the air and then slams her into the ground, knocking her out. Tamari is the winner of this fight, and we'll move on to the next stage. Shikamaru is stronger in this series with seeing stronger people and motivating himself to become stronger, so his taijutsu isn't as bad. Kintsuchi is a little bit stronger than Shikamaru, but Shikamaru is way smarter than she is. Shikamaru tries to do a shadow possession technique and it misses. Then Kintsuchi is smiling as she's just running around him, and Shikamaru gets annoyed and jumps up into the air and falls out of the spinning circle. Kintsuchi then uses her Senbon sticks to hit Shikamaru in his vital points and actually hurt Shikamaru quite a bit. Then Shikamaru calms down and thinks about the situation. Kintsuchi is running and he sees the point where he can perfectly possess her shadow, and he does. Kintsuchi is annoyed that he let him do this after she's seen him do it multiple times. Then Shikamaru quickly jumps with his right leg straight to Kintsuchi and holds her by the neck and slams her into the ground and stabs a kunai into her stomach. She can't move and she has lost the fight. Then it's the fight that everyone's been waiting for, Naruto versus Kiba. Naruto is more than 3 times stronger than his normal self, meaning he is one of the top dogs of all the people here. And Kiba is weaker than him, but not by much, if you ask me. This is because Naruto isn't exerting anywhere near as his full power, and Kiba thinks that he is because he is pretending to look like he is. And Kiba is overconfident in himself and brings Akamaru into the fight. Then they create the human beast clone attack, then Naruto activates his Sharingan as he sees exactly what they're about to do before they're even about to do it. Naruto then lands a swift right punch into Kiba's left eye and he's just seeing blurs in his left eye and he has to shut it to be able to see clearly. Naruto then kicks Kiba in the stomach and he coughs up blood as he double drop kicks him away. Akamaru goes straight for Naruto by himself. Naruto doesn't want to kill Akamaru and just knocks him out onto the ground as Kiba's running straight for him. He then unlocks his Nine-Tails chakra for a little moment as he punches Kiba right in the face and knocks him out. Naruto, however, is not done because he does not see Kiba falling and he performs the Naruto Uzumaki combo at full power. This leaves Kiba in a terrible state and has to be brought out by medical ninjas. Next is the 2 powerhouses of this exam, Gaara and Rock Lee. Gaara is protected by the sand and the sand is moving too quick for Rock Lee to actually hit any attacks, so Gaara is just standing there as Rock Lee is trying to attack. but then Rock Lee takes off all his weights and then he can actually hit Gaara. And Gaara gets hit for the first time in his life. Rock Lee sees that he just isn't dealing any damage and he reveals the 5 in the gates. And he performs his front lotus on Gaara. But as Gaara's falling down, he just cushions himself with sand. Gaara is surprised that he has managed to do this to him. And Gaara goes kind of insane. And Rock Lee is dying from all the pain that he is getting from the 8 gates. Gaara then performs a sand binding coffin technique and it breaks Rock Lee's arms and legs and he loses the match. And this is because Might Guy steps in and stops Rock Lee from dying. Rock Lee is taken out by Medical Ninja and he is told that he can never be a ninja again. This fight is between Hinata and Neji, but it is nowhere near as long as the one in the series, since Neji is much stronger in the series to keep this series more spicy and entertaining for you guys. Neji then performs more gentle fist palms than Hinata does, and Hinata ends up losing because she can't fully do her chakra flow, and Neji is off to the next round. Dosu is actually extremely weak from the fight in the Forest of Death and he's trying to hide it, but Choji knows this and he is much stronger than he is in Taijutsu. Choji might be very slow, but he is very strong because of all the weight that he has, and he ends up defeating Dosu because Dosu can't really fight back since he is extremely weak and can only do Taijutsu, which he isn't very skilled in. That concludes my series on the 3rd part of What If Naruto was half Uzumaki, half Uchiha. I will try to upload more frequently and more videos of What If Naruto was half Uzumaki and half Uchiha, and what if Goku had 9 tails and the 8 gates will be uploaded. I'm trying to make part 4 of What If Goku and Vegeta were brothers at the moment, so stay in touch for that part to come. Thanks for watching.